all, to Weichert.com if you've not been there yet. Weichert.com is the website for the public. That's when the public finds us, that's where they go. So peruse that. Look at how easy it is to navigate. Look at the big pictures that we show to people of homes. Notice that we are sharing all listings with them, not just Weichert's listings. Check that one out first. Then I want you to go to a website called Weichert One, WeichertOne.com, which is a website just for you. Just for you. And that website will have all things Weichert. Only our agents can get into that website. Your broker will have given you a code to get in. And everything that you need to know about Weichert, everything that I talk about in this class, all the tools, systems, products, they're all there for you. So tonight, I want you to go to Weichert.com and then the Weichert One, O-N-E, Weichert O-N-E. And then Weichert Gold is the next one. Now this is for this is for your customers, your consumers. And it has services that are available to them. You need to know what you're referring them to look at, because they're going to ask you about it. You don't want to say, well, gee, I've never been on it, but I'm glad you went there. So make sure that you've seen it as well. And then on page 10, we have our own home protection plan. Home protection plan is not insurance, but it kind of works like that. It is a policy that a buyer might pay for at closing when they buy a house from you, and it offers peace of mind should anything break down in the first year of home ownership. Both at the time, they'll also be allowed to renew this policy as time goes on if they want to. But let's say that something breaks down in the essential systems of a home. The air conditioning goes out a week after they close, or something like that. Then it would be covered. It would be covered. Their dishwasher goes out on them. These are things that can cause people financial hardship, having just bought a home and put most of their funding into the home. So this would cover that. Now, because we have our own home protection plan that has the Weichert logo on it, now it is underwritten by another company called the 2-10 people out of, I think they're out of Florida. But they've been in the home protection plan business for a long, long time. They're a stable company, and we have hitched our wagon with them to have them offer our home protection plan. But because we've got one, you must, by law, offer home protection to every Weichert buyer and every Weichert seller without fail. If you do not, it'll look as if you have discriminated against someone by not telling them about it. So there's a little booklet, and you can go onto the Weichert One website tonight and click on Home Protection Plan and review the little booklet that will be given to your customer. There is a policy available for the seller during the listing time, the time that it's on the market listed with you, where things are covered during the listing time. And then for the buyer, 1 year after closing. So take a look at how it works. It's very self-explanatory. about home protection plan or anything else so far. We will be at the bottom of page 10 and looking at the Weichert Luxury Collection. The Weichert Luxury Collection is a program that is available to you free of charge for your high-end, for your luxury home listing. You know, people who have luxury homes, homes that are at least 2.5 times to 3 times the average sale price in your area. I think the new prerequisite is 3 times the average sale price in your area. So if the average sale price in your area is $500,000, that means the house would have to be $1.5 million or more to be considered for this program. But once it's approved, it doesn't cost you or your consumer anything. There's a special website for the luxury collection of Weichert's property. The property does have to qualify by both your manager and the people in New Jersey who run the Weichert Luxury Collection. There's minimums on price, appearance, because it is going to be on an online magazine, kind of a website. They would want you to use it selectively. But the thing about the Weichert Luxury Collection, people who own homes like that are smart. Most likely that's how they got those homes. And they know that it takes more to sell a home like that than it does the average home in your neighborhood. And they're expecting more from you. They know it's probably going to take longer to sell their home. So what we've done is basically kept up with the competition, because our competition has luxury home programs as well. All of your large real estate conglomerates have luxury home type of programs. Weichert has always had a luxury home program as well. But you just need to share it with people. I don't see this personally as something that sells these homes. I see it as a listing getter. A listing getter. And for that alone, it's worth its weight in salt. You go out for a listing and you can say to people, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, your home is special. This is not your ordinary home, and nor should you be given an ordinary marketing plan for it. Here's what I'll be doing with your home. I'll be putting it in our luxury homes collection. And you'll have a special sign on your property, unlike our signs that are on other properties. You'll be on the website for luxury homes. And we don't put every home into this, but I would like to put your home into this. And that's a listing getter. And that's how you use this program. Whether it sells listings, that's fine, but that's neither here nor there. It is a listing getter. Here's some of the things that are available. There's the sign, there's some of the brochures, all of this. You can download these things, you can do all of this right online and have your home in the Weichert Luxury Collection. The signage, your broker probably has some of these signs if you indeed represent luxury homes in your area. All right, 3 times the average sale price, though, is what it needs to be. Any questions so far?
Yeah, this is Doug from Delaware. Just wondering when we're going to get excited.
All right, let's take a look at a way that you personally can benefit by Weichert's years of experience, by their being in that realm of the top brokers in the nation. Here's what it means to you as an agent. First of all, if you had gone to work for a local broker, a local independent office, you have no access to the people who are coming into your area from out of the area. Because people who arrive in your area from out of state, in most cases, with few exceptions, already have an agent before they get there. Because Weichert refers to Weicker. Century 21 refers to Century 21. Caldwell Bankers refers to Caldwell Banker. Prudential refers to Prudential. And they already have it all set up before they get there. And there are only 3 big players in corporate relocation, global relocation, not just corporate, but worldwide relocation management. And what is relocation management? Relocation management companies are companies that seek out exclusivity of business from major corporations. In other words, what Weicker does is goes out, has cold callers who call on corporations and put them under contract exclusively with Weicker to handle all of their employees' relocating needs. So that when Disney Company, which is one of our corporate clients, decides they're going to move people from Orlando to California, that person's home is taken care of in Orlando by Weicker. We have a Weicker broker there. I think he has something. How many offices does he have at this point, Ross? I don't know. I know at one time he had something like 20 offices, but he will handle that end of it, and then wherever those people are going, Anaheim, California, if there's Weicker offices in that area, they will get the referral of that person when they arrive there. Otherwise, Weicker uses people that they have used successfully throughout the years. Maybe it is other companies because they have no Weicker franchise there, but they know who is the best person to refer that to. That's corporate relocation. There are 3 players in that, and we are in that top 3. In fact, Ross, would you tell them about the company that Weicker just purchased, a major other source of business for Weicker relocation?
Yeah, absolutely. Weicker Relocation just purchased a relocation company in the Washington, D.C. area, right outside of that area. And really the main reason why they went after that company rather, is because they have a lot of government contracts for relocation that are now going to fall to us, that we're now going to be able to utilize. So it was about it was about a 40-employee company or so it was a good-sized company. I believe it was called Allegiance Relocation.
I believe it was too. You see, there's tons of these smaller little companies all around who've been trying to compete for years, but they wind up being bought out at some point, and we just bought one, which is giving us, I think, Homeland Security and National Guard, I believe, was one, or Coast Guard, something like that. But there's a number of different government contracts involved there. So that is just increased us. I don't know where we are in the top 3. I don't know. We used to be number 2. I think at one point we were the 3rd largest, and now we're probably up there, maybe number 2. I don't know the answer to that. All I know is that you can say that we have one of the top 3 relocation management companies, and there are 500 employees of the 2,000 that work at Weicker who work in that department. Some of those are corporate callers who call on corporations and sit in boardrooms and give presentations to get those corporations under contract with us. We handle 25,000 on an average relocating customers each and every year on behalf of 500 corporate clients. Now, who are these corporate clients? I'm going to do some name dropping, and then I'm going to tell you where you can find the total list. But it's companies like Campbell's Soup Company, Disney Corporation, Mitsubishi, Time Warner Cable, DuPont, Under Armour, NCR, which is National Cash Register, Travelers Insurance. The list goes on and on. And here's where you can find a list. Now, it will not be complete because there are corporations who do not allow us to published in any way or fashion their name on any list, even a list of who we have as customers. But the majority do allow it. You can go onto that Wycert One website tonight and click on the Working with Sellers section, and from there you can find the list. Am I correct about that, Rob?
Yes, correct. The working with sellers section.
All right. And what I want you to do, though, with that list is I want you to name drop when you're out there listing property. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, here's what I'm talking about. We have under contract companies like Disney Corporation, Campbell Soup, Mitsubishi, and name drop some big ones. Then I want you to do something that Tony calls bringing it home. I want you to bring it home to them where they sit. Because if I told people in Fairhope, Alabama, where I live, if I told them that we have Disney, Campbell Soup, all these big companies, they would be like, la-di-da, who cares, because nobody moves here for corporate business in Fairhope, Alabama. It is a tourist area. It is a retirement area. It is the Carmel of the South. Cute little town on the water, boutique shopping and, all that. So you're going to look at me like I'm crazy until I bring it home. Until I say, now look, I know that we don't have big major corporations like that in Fairhope. However, we do have a Home Depot. We do have Office Depot. We have the dollar store. We have Travelers Insurance. We have Walgreens, and we handle all of those companies as well. And down at the beach, where the outlet stores are, the outlet malls, we handle Brooks Brothers, Tiffany's Jewelers, Restoration Hardware, Joseph A. Bank, Polo Ralph Lauren, and if you need a car, we handle Hertz Rental Car Company as well. So it does affect us even in Fairhope, Alabama. And that's what I call bringing it home. You can tell people about the big picture, but you got to explain to them how it affects them where they sit. Just like telling people that you now are affiliated with a national real estate organization. They're thinking, so what? Until you explain to them that we handle 25,000 corporate moves a year. Anyone moving into the area who's being transferred here are people that we would not have had we just been the local company that we've been all these years. This is one of the reasons that we joined a national franchise like Wycert. And Wycert specifically because they are in the top 3 in relocation management in the nation. You have to tell them how it affects them for them to understand the value of it. All right, any questions? I think I've covered it all. Did I tell you relocating customers, 500 clients? Yes, I did. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. So what else do we do at our relocation management company? Well, we do spousal counseling, family counseling for families who are being moved as well, job search for the spouse or sometimes I guess now significant others, tax breakdown of what's taxable about their move and what is not. And we actually have offices in all of this. Oh, we help them with their moving